pitch to the scope, to who it was, I defined the scope for myself. And Steve Jobs, we all know him, he was dead. He has a colleague, Ben Wozniak. And I'm pitching to Ben Wozniak as if I'm meeting him in the elevator. Okay, so...
Yeah, clock.
Oh, is there a clock? Okay. Well, the thing is, you're driving your car, you're sitting in it, and you look away for 1 second, you look back, and suddenly the guy ahead, he has his red lights on. And what do you do then? You have to brake, of course, but whether you were in time or not, that's up to you. If you want the information that you need for driving, then you should, in my opinion, it should be there right up in front of you. So no speedometers down there or information on the cell phone. The information should be on your windshield. So I would like to present to you Slyhut, which is heads-up display, which is technical terms which we're not allowed, but it's okay. And all the information should be there, like speed, RPM, your distance to the next driver, slipperiness of the road, all that to give you the safety that you have on the road. There is, of course, the option, which we all have nowadays with the smartphones, that's also your Snapchat, your WhatsApp, your Facebooks, and your Instagrams are on there, but I do not recommend it. So this is currently still in development, but I would like to invite you to have a chat and sit down with me about it, and maybe, yeah, let's have lunch.
All right. Woo!
So, thanks for your pitch. Yeah. Short feedback. So you started with the situation. So I think it was clear you were driving your car. You set the scene for everybody, and you can get our attention. Then you said that the car in front of you is braking. And then you already asked us kind of a question, like, what do you do?
Yeah, it was the intention to have it a small joke, but when it was written down, it was funnier than telling it. There was supposed to be a punchline, but it was missing. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So then you kind of continue to, the information should be right in front of you. And then you started explaining the product. So you said, like, you can see the speed, the distance with the car in front of you. You can even use apps and you can be safe. So I think there was kind of good solutions, but you didn't introduce problems for that solutions beforehand. So you didn't.
Well, of course, the thing is, I didn't want to push it to people that they are causing the accidents themselves by looking on their phone. That, of course, is the main reason of why there are accidents on the road, because people look at their phone. But what we can do with the product is present the information on the windshield, windshield itself.
But then you should actually say, so you're driving your car and you want to check your phone, but you really know it's kind of dangerous. It's not safe, but you want to see what your friends are doing. But how can you still stay in touch with your friends and still drive the car? And then you could have introduced your solution, like all the information in front of you on the dashboard and your apps. And then you would kind of solve the problem, you understand?
Yeah, but then I'm condoning something which is not safe in the first place. And I'm not going to do that. It's because the option should be there to have the presentation of you got a new text message, you have some new information, or you have your new snap online, blah blah blah. But we should not do it while we're driving. So I'm not going to present that as a problem to give later on as a solution.
Yeah. So then don't put it in your presentation, right? So if in the first place people can figure out that you can also put other things in there, right? So then make sure that your benefits and your complications are your kind of your anchoring points, right? So your complications, you can use different complications and benefits. It just works better if you recognize the stuff that you heard in the beginning and you heard at the end. So what would help is that if you would just say, so if it's slippery on the road, or if it's if there's anything going on, you have all these dashboards in your car where you have to look away from the screen. So even if that is a less important problem, then focus on that and show the full power of the fact that you have information on your dashboard. And the cool thing is it can even connect to the internet. But just like your car can do that. So then people can kind of draw the conclusion for themselves, but then you're not contradicting yourself during your pitch. So that's, yeah, just so you have complete information.
Cool. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Well, thank you for letting me pitch.
All right, thank you.